Hi, good morning. We're going to talk today about calories. Calories are so important because many people don't quite understand if they're getting enough or too much, or why am I gaining weight? Why am I not gaining weight? So, not enough calories is just as bad as too many calories. So, sometimes you may think, well, if I just don't eat breakfast, I'll be fine and I won't gain weight. Or if I just don't eat lunch, I'll be fine and it'll help me to lose weight. That's actually the opposite effect. What happens to our bodies when we do that is actually it's kind of like a fire burning. If you have a big fire and the fire has fuel, which is the wood, you'll notice that the fire is bigger, warmer, and it works harder. It's keeping more of an area warm. Versus if you leave a fire and it's still burning, but it doesn't have very much fuel, it's warm, but it's not really doing much. It's not really keeping anybody warm or keeping the house warm or keeping the area warm. Our bodies are the exact same way. So you want to really focus on what you're taking in and what you're expending or what you're burning. So I'm going to show you a quick little tutorial on something that I use. I don't use it every day because sometimes it's just too much to be using it every day. I'm a creature of habit, so I usually eat the same foods most of the time throughout the week or throughout the days. So what I use is MyFitnessPal. I'm going to show you right here. It's this little app. I don't know if you can see it. The little looks like somebody jumping. So you want to download that. It's called MyFitnessPal. It's going to give you it's going to ask you for all the information. It's going to ask you for what your goals are and what you want out of the use of the MyFitnessPal. And so I'm just going to show you basically how to enter calories. I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you want more information, I'd be willing to share that with you as well. So you're going to go here. If there's a little plus sign, and I'm going to enter my breakfast just to show you. I'm headed to PIO, so I usually do my Shakeology right before I go to work out in the morning. If it's this time, of course, if it's early in the morning, then I don't eat before I go. So you click on food, then you click on breakfast. Now it already has my regular things that I usually eat, so it's pretty easy to just kind of go in and pick what you want. So what I did today is I did 1 scoop of vanilla Shakeology. I did 1 cup, which is 8 ounces of almond milk. And again, this stuff is in here because I have input it and I've actually used it multiple times. So it recognizes it, but for you that won't happen. You'll have to actually go in and enter everything separately. And then I also added, because you want to add, for example, in a shake, I need to add fat because there is no fat, which is, you want a good fat. So I did coconut oil today. I did some strawberries, about 1/2 cup. And then I also added 1/2 scoop of J-Rob strawberry protein. J-Rob is just a really clean protein that I add just to have an extra amount of grams of protein. So here we go. They're all checked off. And then I just click the check box. And it tells me here what my breakfast was. So my breakfast was 357 calories, which is a good number. About, probably 300, 350 is probably a great number for breakfast. And this is just really important because you want to make sure that you start to fuel very early in the morning and don't wait to fuel later. So this gives you an example. You can also, there's a lot more to this app. Like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail. The other thing you can do is if I want to add something, let's say I'm going to add a snack, and let's say my snack is not in it, you're going to click right here where there's like a little, let's see if you can see it well. It's just this far button, which looks like a barcode. And then now I have, oops, I didn't go there, to the barcode. And now I have just a sample. I just got a Quest bar. And so what you do, let's see if you can see it, is you line up your little SKU, and then, which right here, and then it actually automatically picked it up on my MyFitnessPal. Can't really see it, I'm sorry, there's kind of a glare, but it gives you everything. It gives you the bar, the serving size, the calories. You can change the serving size on the second little line, and you can, if you only eat half the bar, you can actually change it to 1/2 a bar or 1/4 of a bar. And then it'll change your calories. So that's just some really basic information about how to input your calories and look at what you're truly eating each day and making sure you're having enough. Because I know some people are saying they're feeling a little hypoglycemic. That just means you're not fed. You're not fueling enough. And I don't want you to feel that way. You might be hungry, hungry is okay. My stomach growls whenever I cut calories, but I don't feel shaky, horrible. So I hope this was helpful. I'm headed off to Pio. If any of you want to join me, I will be there at 10:30, and I will see you, and I'll be posting other things later on this week. Have a great weekend.